After its debut as weightlifting in the Tokyo 1964 Paralympic Games, the sport, now known as powerlifting, expanded from just male lifters with a spinal cord injury to include athletes with physical impairments that affect their lower limbs or hips, or athletes with short stature. Female powerlifters made their Paralympic debut in 2000. Powerlifting is the ultimate test of upper body strength, and you'll often see athletes lifting more than 3 times their own body weight. Powerlifters are split into 10 different categories based on body weight for each gender. Powerlifting consists of one discipline, a bench press. Unlike the able-bodied sport where athletes use their feet on the floor to assist the bench press, Paralympic athletes lie totally flat on a completely different style of bench. Each competitor has 2 minutes to complete their attempt. When the lifter has the bar under full control, they must wait until they receive the command, start. Start! Then they have to lower the bar in a controlled manner and definitively stop it on the chest. Next, they press it upwards, lock out both elbows simultaneously and hold the bar under control until the referee's command to wrap. At least 2 white lights are required from 3 referees for a good lift. A red light indicates a bad lift. Athletes have 3 attempts, and the winner is the athlete that lifts the heaviest weight. In the 3rd round, 2 weight changes are permitted. The weight change can be higher or lower. No changes are allowed if the lifter has already been called to the platform by the speaker, and or if the bar has already been loaded. To attempt a new record, it must exceed the previous one set by a minimum of 0.5 kilograms. Where a world record is broken during the actual 3 lifts of competition, the 0.5 kilograms does not count towards the competition total, but is rounded down to the full kilogram. The jury may allow a 4th attempt for a world record. This adds suspense to the competition, as a lifter could break the world record but may not win gold. Powerlifting offers a tense and dramatic spectacle where coaches have to be good strategists as their athletes battle to outlift their rivals.
So now we wrap up this men's up to 80 kg final, and it is Group A with all of the great names. We started just about 3 hours ago. We still have 1 hour of action left. That's largely due to the mandatory 30-minute minimum gaps between the groups that we currently need in the world that we live in right now. But it's a world that contains Mickey Yule, the European champion, the Paralympic bronze medalist, and he is in this Group A looking to shake things up again. No better man. And it all happens here in the next hour. Ruhala Rustami, 241, the world record, the Asian, world and Paralympic champion. And he is in this field, and what a field. Rustami, the Asian, world and Paralympic champion. Gu, Asian Games, Asia, Oceania champion. El Fat, who's won everything in his career. Alton Bento, America's champion. Donato Talasca, the junior world record holder. Uri Babinets, who was riding high in the Paralympic Games as well. El Fat with Paralympic bronze. Here's our referees: Alessia Peruk, Chiara Cifarelli, Martin Verdousen. The final of the men's 80 kg final. With this jury, that field, it should be quite spectacular.
session starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are you ready for para-powerlifting? The bar is ready. 83 kilos. First attempt.
So here we go. The final 10 of this really well-pitched men's final. Mickey Yule, 195 his lifetime best, set in Coventry 4 years ago. That's the first time we've mentioned Coventry this week. First time we'll mention Southampton as well. It's where he's lived for a while, born in Edinburgh. Bit of a distance between the two. The reigning European champion, the Paralympic bronze medalist in Tokyo. His best global finish. Twice European champion. He's only actually ever been in one world championship prior to this. Finished 5th in Dubai 7 years ago. 6th in Rio. Still going strong. Tom Whittaker is coach these days. And Yule going for 183 here. So Yule looked decent in that, and he goes into second. $183 for Yule, and that puts him just behind Francisco Pelamecca, who, remember, was going for 201 in the last round, and Mickey Yule's full of concentration. He's just been having a big chat with the front row here while you were watching that. Now Moisiadis of Greece, European champion in a different category. 5 Paralympics, 6 World Championships he's been at. 5th in 08 in Beijing, London 2012 his best. European champion 2013, 2018, based in Thessaloniki. Dimitris Ioannidis is his coach, and he's going for 185. Great complexes in Athens, and a lot of them are still active from that Olympic Games and Paralympic Games. The big Olympic water polo build-up event in June for men and women, the World League, that was held there. And the swimming pools are still active, they're municipal. Indoor centres as well, and the Olympic stadiums used for football every week. National team play there. So many great basketball teams too. 185, this to go second, and second is where he has gone. Good lift, Moisiadis. 3 out of 3. And that puts him into second place. Effective lift it was by him. Ailton Bento de Souza is up now for Brazil. 8th in the Paralympic Games, bronze in the Pan Ams in Lima, silver in Bogota in the Americas. no mark in the last World Championships though. Going here for 186. 189 is his lifetime best. Brazil being so vast, they have got a number of great centres around the country, Uberlandia included. Well, here he comes, and the Brazilians in the crowd are appreciative of it, and cautiously and rightly so. That was a nice lift by Elton, and he goes up into second place, 186. He has gone further in his career. Next up, the great Donato Tbilisi, the World Junior Champion, 198, his lifetime best, as set in Dubai at the World Cup there during the year. And 191 is what Tbilisi is aiming for here. Well, how well he has come through in the past few years, and we all remember him as a junior. He still has that junior world record. He's only 22. Sixth in the Worlds, sixth in the Paralympic Games, but no mark in his last Europeans in 2018 in Bergsumer. So something for him to aim for when he returns here for the European Championships in a year's time in Tbilisi. Lives in Rome. There's a documentary series about him at the moment you might have seen. Former World Junior Champion Alessandro Barasci is his national team coach. World Junior Champion in 2017. So here he goes, 191. Which is edging close towards his lifetime best. He's our new leader. He goes above Paralympic of Colombia, whose lead lasted 3 lifts in Group A. But if he had managed to get that 201, then there's only 3 who are trying to get heavier than that in this first round. He's still studying his Tbilisi. But he's passed this exam. Yuri Babinets is next for Ukraine. 191 is best from the last World to Nur Sultan 2 years ago, 9th in the Paralympic Games here. Team bronze in the last World Championships, where he finished 5th overall. Silver at the last Europeans in Bergsumer. Lives in Kharkiv. And if he can get a few places higher than what he finished in Tokyo, where he was 9th, he'll be very happy, and that's the new lead for him. For the European bronze medalist, 193. That's all he needed to do. So now for Georgia, Ahmad Razim Azar, not a Georgian name. Interesting story, 198 is best from Tokyo, by the way, where he finished 5th. Now, born in Iran, competed most of his career for Azerbaijan, 2019 declared for Georgia. It's all in the same big ballpark, really. Azerbaijan on the northern border of Iran, and then you've crossed into Europe, what some would call Eurasia, hop across the Caspian Sea. In one direction, you end up in Kazakhstan, you go due west, you end up here. Georgia knocking on the door of Azerbaijan, great relationship with them, knocking on the door of Armenia. European bronze in 2015 while representing Azerbaijan. No mark in the last World Championships, no mark in Rio, hence finishing 5th in Tokyo at the end of August in the Paralympic Games was a great result. Well, that's the lead, 194. Not a bother, no problem, and prospects for Georgia in these World Championships. Georgia have never won a senior medal at a World Championships. They'll work, they'll try. So now for Iraq, the former Asian Para Games champion, the Paralympic silver medalist, the World Championship silver medalist, it is Rasul Mohsin going for 200. The second man to try and break that barrier today. Eighth in the last World Championships, he was 7th in the team competition, no mark in Dubai, but silver in 2010. When you start a long sentence, you're 3/4 of the way through, and then the stadium announcer completes the final quarter for you. Silver in the Asian Games in Jakarta 3 years ago, and the champion in Incheon 2014, and that's the general area just south of there, Pyeongtaek, that holds the Asia Oceania Championships next year. It's also the Asia Oceania champion right now. So we have all the champions here. The first man to breach 200. He's done it for Iraq, Rasul Mohsin. He's a happy man. And why wouldn't he be? He's still delighted. That's nice, there's still 2 rounds to go. Twice Asian champion. He's won the Asian Games too. 2 Paralympic silvers, a World Championship silver. Is this his biggest day? Mohammed El Alfat of Egypt. The Paralympic silver medalist in London, bronze in Tokyo, and the 2014 World Champion in Dubai. He is the reigning African champion. Everybody who's everybody is in this. We've got 3 reigning Asian champions because you've got the 2 big events, Asia Oceania Champions, the Asian Games, different weight categories. LL Fact looks so content. Serene, sedate. It's coming home. So here he comes, 2:11 for a whopping lead. He'll be even happier when he gets the white lights, because you knew that was going to happen. Mohammed El Alfan into the lead, 2-1-1. Great strike for Egypt. He's brilliantly got that in ahead of Mosin, and they are the first 2 men to stick with what they'd originally said they would do in this round. Gu Zhufei, the reigning Asian Games and Asia Oceania champion, the 2014 world champion, gold at the European Open Championships in Eger 6 years ago. Silver in the last 3 Paralympic Games, including Tokyo. A live candidate is Gu Zhufei. And boy, is he going big. 2:16. The world record holder is here. The European record holder is here. What's on the way? Well, he's had tremendous success in his career, Gu. He has finished top of the pile here previously. 2014 world champion, silvers since then in the 2 world champs we've had in Mexico and Nur Sultan. This is 2:16. Nobody's missed yet. It'll stay that way in this final round. Spectacular. The biggest and best names of all converged, and they're putting on a show. And what's more, I don't think anybody's dropped a score yet. Mickey, you'll think of 2 out of 3. It all counts. Everything's counted today. For Iran, the world record holder, the Asian Games champion, the world champion, the Paralympic champion, Ruhollah Rostami of Iran. The man with a plan from Tehran. 2:18. His world record is 2:41. He can make this work. 218. This to take the lead by 2 kilos. The Murmur. Followed by the eruption. Rostami leads 218 for Iran, and he can go higher, much higher. That was a good strong lift by Rostami. Faultless, executed excellently. Game on. Rostami leads for Iran, 218. Gu second, China, 216. El Alfat third for Egypt, 211. And Mohsin fourth, bang on 200 for Iraq. Mickey Yule is back. 190 he's aiming for. 195 is lifetime best. And 8th he's gunning for. 11th right now. So 190 from Mickey Yule. This to go 3 places higher in the table. Up it goes. 2-1 against, and that is 1 for the chest sequence and 1 for the lift. 1 for the press. Last one to work out, and does he keep on the same path? So then he'll go for about 194, 195. They've gone for a technical challenge. That's been turned down. And it was the chest sequence that the jury said was a bit off kilter from Mickey Yule. So next up for Greece, it's Gremislav Boisiadis, 191. Like Yule, a European champion from Bec-sur-Mer. Now they're together in the same division. That was his 2nd European title, and he might have had 3 had he not failed to register a mark in the 2015 Euros in Eger. It's his 12th global championship. In 2002 in Kuala Lumpur, his first World Championship. This is his 7th Worlds. He's been in every global event, every global championship since 2002. The only ones he wasn't in, Uppsala in Sweden in '94 and in Dubai in 1998, where the next World Championships are due to be in 2023. With the Megas Alexandros club these days in Thessaloniki. Here he comes, racing up. 191 to go 7th. He goes 7th, 2-1. belting lift. He's close to his lifetime best of 195. He's cleared that 2-1. Yule missed his 2-1. It was bar control was his only vote down from our centre referee. She's watching. Got it, got it, got it. So time for Elton. 192, and the thing is, you miss something around here, you lose a bit of ground. 11 of the 12 lifts have been successful today. All the lifts in round one. And if you miss one here, then probably you're going to have to go for your projected best mark in round three anyway. Elton going for a lifetime best, 189. That is his mark. He finished 8th in Tokyo with 182, and he 2 misses, got the 3rd one. And Mickey Yule was not in this division there. He was at 72. And peaked at 182 in that. Edged out Tongsa Marasri in the men's 72 kilo section. Gone up a division for this. Ailton 192. This will put him into 7th place. He's so close to his heaviest lift of his life, and he's just missed out in the chest sequence 2-1. And both the referees said that too. Well, there was nothing called against him prior to that. Well, that's the threat. You miss, and the problems can rack up if everybody else is clearing. So now here's Yuri Babinets. 199 would be a new lifetime best. He's 191 previously. Babinets 9th in Tokyo. The European bronze medalist in Berg-Sumer. The Kharkiv Cracker. Donato Teleska's European record is 198, set at the Dubai World Cup. This for a new European record, 199 for Babinets. It's not his, it's to and against, both on the press, and one of the referees calling on the chest sequence as well. I think there's a technical challenge coming, you know. Babinets not getting technical challenge. No luck for Babinets, and he does not get. So the man who tried to beat the European record fails. The man who holds the European record is back in. And it must be strange being in the wings, in the tunnel, ready to come on, seeing your record potentially broken. He'd have come back in within seconds and tried to claim it back, and now he can add a kilo to it. Donato Teleska, it was in June in Dubai, in that spectacularly big World Cup. Usually it's on in February. as part of the Fazar World Cup, the big multi-para sport event at June this year. It's on late next year, then it goes back to February in 2023, and then it's back to Dubai for the World Championships in 2023. For a new European record to extend the mark that he holds. And he has it! 199, he's 1 kilo away from another big milestone, but he has the milestone of a European record anyway. 3 out of 3, a whiteout. A top lift. Well, that was just fantastic. Those next World Championships, by the way, due to be held in Dubai in June 2023. Wonder what the weather's like in Dubai in June. For Georgia, the return of Ahmad Razim Azar. And he is aiming for 200, and this is an attempt at a new European record. 194 is lifetime best. So for 200. Well, we're in the part of Europe that's just about as far east as you can get in Europe before you hit the Caspian Sea. I know Kazakhstan are in European football, but they're in Asia for everything else. Not sure why they're in European football. But Georgia's 200, the attempt will finish there at the European record. Better luck next time. Next time will be in half an hour. He just didn't get it through, and it was barely 10% of the way, maybe less, from Ahmad Razim Azar. Halted immediately and was going no further. So that's 3 attempts at European records that have been missed. This record-breaking business is not easy. Rasul Mohsen now going for 210. We have had 4 misses and 2 successes in this second round so far, so instead of those who miss out being a bit stuck, those who succeed, there'll be less of them and they'll make great ground. Rasul Mohsen now going for 210 from Iraq. This to stay 4th, but to get within 1 kilo of the medals, and El Al-Fat currently in bronze, anticipating that they will get a bit more, and this to keep track with them. 2 Paralympic Games, silver medals in Beijing and in Rio. World silver in 2010. The reigning Asia Oceania champion. He's won the last 2 Asian championships Asian Para Games gold at Incheon in 2014. Well, if he gets this, there's 8 kilos between the top 4. And the next 3 below them, the next 4 below them are all jostling for a European record and not even a medal. Can he do this? Can he do this, Mosin? 2:10. He can! You bet he can! Thought he was going to pull off a Superman there for a moment. He was making the motion of it. He'd be able to do it. He's big enough to do it. Remember Carson Warholm, the hurdler, trying to do it at the Olympics. Made a little hole in his singlet and that was it. He's close. Well, next round he can do that. He could go huge. 2:10. He's 4th. He's a kilo off the medals. We go to our medalists. Mohamed El Alfat going for 2:17. The reigning African champion, the 2014 world champion, Paralympic silver, 2012 Paralympic bronze, Tokyo. Bronze in the last World Championships, 2019. Scored in the team championship. Four individual global medals, plus that team gold from Nur Sultan. That might be just what he's remembering. I've never seen someone so happy to be lifting something so heavy. El Alfat 217. This to go into second. We'll have the leader 1 kilo above him. The third placer a kilo below him. That's if he gets it. It's a good lift. He's made it work. It's 2 out of 3 in his favour. He goes into the silver medal position. Three kilos dividing the top 3. Just a big prime success from Mohamed El Alfat. Four successes and 4 misses now in round 2. Two to go in this second round. And then expect the spectacular. Coming in for China, Gu Xiaofei. Going for 2:21, his lifetime best is 2:36. Three Paralympic silvers, 4 World Championship medals, 1 gold from Dubai 7 years ago. Since then, 2 championships, 2 silver medals. Gu Xiaofei, 2:21. 2-1 for Gu to take the lead to go into the gold medal position. It's powerful. He already knows he's got it. 3 out of 3, a white out for Gu. And it's going for gold. He takes the lead with Rastami due to lift. That was a great lift. But we're going to go higher. Good, strong, capable and faultless. $225 the target now for a man who's got a world record of 241 set at the World Cup in Bangkok in May. Ruhala Rastami, 225 to go back in front by 4. He trails by 3. Reigning Asian Games, World and Paralympic champion. Silver in 2014, silver in 2017, gold in 2019. Looking on the way to gold in 2021 at 225. Oh, no, he's not. Chess sequence, 2-1 against. And suddenly Rastami is in second place. Well, he can still go high, very high in round 3. His chess sequence, remember. Bit more contact needed. After round 2, it's Gu. He leads 2-2-1 for China. Rastami second, 2-1-8. El Alfat third, 3-1-7. Mohsin fourth, 2-1-0 for Iran, Egypt, Iraq, respectively. Final round. Mickey Yule in 11th, aiming for 9th. Going for 190 again. Lifetime best is 195. And I know circumstances are different day by day, competition by competition, but if he'd gone for 195 here and got it, that at the moment would put him up into 6th place. So it's Mickey Yule, his final attempt, this for 190. And it would mean a spot in the top 10. And he charges through at 190. How clear is that? It's perfect. 3 out of 3 for 190. Mickey Yule has got it. fabulous lift. Shows the strength. 190 would have meant 5th in the 72 kg category, where he'd won bronze in Tokyo. That was the one to win a medal at for him. 9th here, he got 190. Gemislav Moisiadis has cleared 191 already. This going for 194. Remember, there'll be 3 attempts at European records after this. There's a 4-way battle for medals. There's a 3-way battle for gold coming up. Moisiadis adding on 3. He is 1 kilo off his lifetime best. For the man who finished 7th in Tokyo at the Paralympic Games, and who, like Nicky Yule, are born the same year. They're both 43 from memory. They are still reigning European champions and crowns to defend here next year. Moisiadis at 194. That was a bit rickety. Won't get it. Good try. Always worth giving it a go. Would have been the 2nd best lift of his career. You can't take lifetime bests, attempts at it, or flirtations with it for granted. That's why the tilt at European records later will be genuinely fascinating. He didn't get it, misses out at 194. Elton Bento de Souza for Brazil. 195, his target now to put him into 6th place. He's been knocked down into 11th by Mickey Yule. This for a new lifetime best. He missed at 192, started at 186. This for his highest ever global finish. No mark in his early World Championships before today in Nur Sultan, and he was 8th in Tokyo at the Paralympics at the end of August. .195 for Elton Bento de Souza. It is too much of a struggle. It was a lifetime best attempt. It was 6 kilos heavier than had been achieved in competition previously. And he was unable to make it work. And it would go no further, and he would go no further. Elton ends at 186. 3 attempts at 202 coming now for European records. Yuri Babinets comes at 202. These are all for lifetime bests as well. Babinets at 191 going into the competition. He increased it to 193, but this for 202. So Babinets, Ukraine 202, he would go 5th for the first ever European lift over 200 kilos in this category. For a European record, he's not got it. Bar control from 2 of the 3, press sequence from the other. He went for it, he was game. You go for a European record in this domain, you've done very well. To have got up to that point, to have got up to the brink of it, to the penultimate step more or less. Unable to go through, unable to get the final little push on for the greatest lift ever by a European in this division. If you come that close, you've done well. European record attempt for Ahmad Razim Azar. He's got 194, he's lying in 6th place. Again, this would put him 5th. Still so much time for the Georgian. European bronze for Azerbaijan in 2015, but great prospects here that he may be in contention for the title. Certainly the 3 men who are going for the European record here are all in contention for the title next year. If they're all at their peak, they're all going for a European record today. Razim Azar, 202, European record. He got that up swiftly. How's the technique? Has he done it? He hasn't done it for Georgia. 2 against him on the chest sequence, the other for the bar control. He did not succeed, but he can build for Georgia's next big event, next year's European Championships. There has been a technical challenge, and that was turned down, that was rejected on appeal, didn't get it. The European record is still held against the name of Italy's Donato Telesca. Set half an hour ago. 199 it was, 198 it was in Dubai in June. You'll have seen that record if you watch the documentary series about him. For Donato Telesca, who finished 6th in the Paralympic Games, 6th in the World Championships. If he gets this, it will be his highest global finish. It will be 5th, and it will be another new European record today. And he will be remembered as the first man in this weight division to break 200 kg. Babinets tried and missed. Razim Azar tried and missed. Donato Tbilisi, 202. He has it raised. Tbilisi misses out by 2-1. Chest sequence. Close, very close. I think they'll just go for a technical challenge, you know, just to see. Tbilisi, it was close. Doesn't get it, doesn't get the lift, and he actually finishes on 199, and he finishes 5th, and that still is his best global finish, because there have been so many misses now. The only successful lift so far in this final round coming from Mickey Yule. Watch carefully. We've got 4 to go. And we've a 4-way battle for the medals. They're all going for at least silver. This man is going for it. Rasul Mohsin of Iraq, 218, currently in 4th. If he gets this, he goes 2nd. He would match Ruhala Rastami of Iran, who's currently in the silver medal position. But in terms of the head-to-head in bodyweight, Mohsin is 4.5 kilos lighter. So if he scores this and Rastami misses, there's definitely a medal coming. And because he's going for 218, Gu Xiaofei, our current leader, is guaranteed a medal. He just doesn't know what colour yet. His lifetime best. 218 would see him climb from 4th to 2nd. He's going for it strongly at 218. Lunging for the silver. It's not enough. It's 2-1 against. Chess sequence nominated by the 2 referees. Bar control another. He's put in a great performance today. He's a real showman, Rasul Mohsin. But it is 4th for the man from Iraq today. He remains the Asia Oceania champion. Silver in 2 Paralympic Games. Silver in the 2010 Worlds. Gold in the last Asia Oceania Championships. He's still that reigning champion, and we're down to the final 3. And these 3 are all going to be in the podium, but what will the order be? Gu 221, Rastami 218, El Alfat 217, the current top 3. El Alfat in 3rd for Egypt, going for 222. It's 3 offside his lifetime best, but more importantly in terms of today, it's 1 beyond Gu Xiaofei. So composed, Mohammed El Alfat. The 2014 world champion, the reigning African champion, bronze at the Paralympic Games in Tokyo. Currently bronze at these world championships. To climb up into the gold medal position with his final attempt at 222. Going for it, not getting it. Spotters wading in. It's bronze for El Alfat, as it was in Tokyo. He tried. You have to have the confidence. He's got that. The third World Championship medal of his career. 1 gold, 2 bronze. There's a team gold as well from 2 years ago that he'll try and defend next Monday, but he has missed out on big glory here, and it was worth the effort. This is a brilliant contest. 3 going for gold. He's the first who went for it. He's the first who's missed out. But it is bronze for El Alfat for sure. The world champion, the Paralympic champion. Rustami, who lifted 2.34 to win gold in Tokyo. 2.41 for the world record in Bangkok this year. The powerlifting Paralympic champion, the defending world champion, but he's not lifting last. Rustami, 2.30 to go back into the lead. He has it up at 2.30. Has Rustami got it? Yes, he does! Rustami's into the lead! Into the gold medal position! Right at the end! He's not relinquishing the title yet! The Paralympic champion, the world record holder. A born winner. A fantastic lift. And what a lift. Spectacular. Both Rustami and Gu going for 2.30. And on the head-to-head, it would be Gu to take it. 1.6 kilos less at the weigh-in, which means the head-to-head would go his way if he gets this. 2.36 is lifetime best. Rustami's the world record 2.41. Rustami went as far as he felt he could in the 3 lifts. El Alfat the bronze in 2.22. Motion entertained us for a long time. Tried 2.18, didn't get it. 4th 2.10. 2.30 will be the gold medal winning lift. But who for? We've seen it once. If we see it twice, then Gu Xiaofei will rejoice. Silver medal position for Gu. To match Rustami's 2.30 and to nab the world title, to get the gold on the head-to-head. 2.30, Gu Xiaofei, it's up, it's good, it's Gu! Gu Xiaofei, the world champion, and Ruhala Rustami is dethroned. Gu has made it happen. What a magnificent battle between these men. Gu edges out Rustami. El Alfat Mosin, they had their part to play as well. Baku matched Rustami lift for lift, and importantly he matched him right at the end, and that gets him the gold on the head-to-head. 230 kilos. He lifted 215 in Tokyo for the Paralympic silver, 230 for the World Championship gold. Same as Rustami. Baku takes it for China in the head-to-head. Rustami second, so close for Iran. El Alfat the bronze for Egypt, 2-7. Mosin fourth, 2-10 for Iraq. Then that big European joust, Telesco with a new European record, 199 for Italy. He, Razam Azar and Babinets tried to push it to 202 but missed out. They'll be back here for the European Championships next year. They can try and go for it then, if not before. Moisiadis 8th for Greece. Mickey Yule 9th for Great Britain. Palameke 10th for Colombia. Well, these are great men who can go on and on and on. Gu and Rustami are both 32. El Alfat is 42. Mosin is 34. Mickey Yule is 43 on Christmas Eve and can keep going for a few more years, so he's not going to become the Ali McCoist of powerlifting anytime soon. Gu 230, no world record attempt, why should there be? That was an hour of just drama, entertainment, enjoyment. And those men have all earned their medals when they get them shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the victory ceremony for the men's up to 80 kilo category, the 2021 World Senior Paralympic Championships.
An event that never disappoints. Bronze for Mohammed El Alfat of Egypt. He went to 217, tried 222. as it happened, that still would have been only good enough for bronze. Ruhala Rostami, the Paralympic gold medalist, the defending world champion, now the outgoing world champion, lifting 230. It got him up into the gold medal position right at the end, but not at the ultimate death. The last lift overall earns Gu Xiaofei the gold. Last world champion in 2014, a couple of silvers since then, and now the gold for China. And the Asia Oceania and Asian Games champion has earned it. He's the world champion again for China. An absolutely breathtaking competition, and these three, and not just these three, but these three particularly have given us some fabulous things to witness today. It went down to the head-to-head. There was nothing between Gu and Rostami in the end. Gu slightly lighter in body weight in the rain today. And that's what has won him the title. Gu the gold, Rostami the silver, and El Elfat the bronze. Rostami, I think, would have been happier, much happier with the gold. I think we can tell that. The Paralympic champion, El Elfat, meanwhile, very, very content with that bronze medal. Another day to remember in Tbilisi at the World Powerlifting Championships. Tomorrow we're underway at 9:30 Georgian time, the women's over 86 kg final, men's up to 88 kgs at 12:50, and then at 5:30 in the evening, 17:30, the men's up to 97 kg final. So for the women, underway at 5:30 GMT, 6:30 Central European time, 7:30 Central African time, and for the men we kick off at 8:50 GMT, 9:50 Central European time, 10:50 Central African time, and it is pretty much the longest day of the championships. It will be a solid 12-hour affair tomorrow, but then it's felt like a 12-hour day every day, frankly, here. 2 days of the senior championships to go, followed by another day of the team championship. But what a winner Gu is. Frankly, you'd love to give them all gold, but you can't, because sport is cruel like that. Gu Xiaofei is the champion. He has been absolutely brilliant, and he has outlasted the rest. He is the world champion. Until tomorrow, Camo Swinabis.